All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing some account reviews today. I am excited to get into this. We are going to be taking a look at people's characters, their memories, and their overall battle power, and just kind of seeing how their accounts look. I'll give you guys some feedback, let you know what I think is a good account, what I think is a bad account, and what I think are just okay accounts in general. So the first person we're looking at is Infinite 2.0. He has 4,797,551 battle power. Wow, that was a mouthful. They are level 92, so not the highest level, and then they have it looks like level 20 trust on Sue. Probably maybe we should add trust into future account reviews, because it would be interesting to see how far people have their trust levels on characters and see if they have all level 20 trust on every single character. I think that would be cool to see in the future, so maybe we'll do that in the future for account reviews. So we have Sue at the top of his list with a 120. This is the fantasy Sue, really good, has Pierce insane carry for like any content in the game, so that is one of the characters I would highly recommend having at the top of your list. So good. He has a New Year's Todoroki, who is decent, but I mean, he's not that crazy. Shigaraki, probably just up here because you got extra pieces of him. Not very good. This Green Bakugo, we all wanted him to be good. Not very good for current content in the game, at least. He's good, but like there's just no content for him. He is a stackable character who stacks stats, and there's just no long form content in the game where you can make full use of him. Lady Nagana level 110 is also solid because she is a Pierce character. She's able to hide. She's decent. Problem with her is she only has single targeted attacks. It looks like you're missing a lot of multi-hit attack characters so far, but I do think this is your alternate account if I remember correctly, but it's hard to say. Let's go ahead and press play, see what else you got. Blue Bakugo's up here. You got the Sun Eater. You got the Yellow Aizawa, who's the GOAT. You know, still, I really like him to this day. He's obviously fallen off a little bit, but really good. All of these are level 100 up until we get to here. Celebration Deku is not 100. Celebration or Fantasy or Araka is not 100. Vigilante Deku is not 100. I would say at least work on Celebration Deku and Fantasy or Araka next, getting them to 100. They are very good. Green Todoroki is a really good general pool unit. As much as I love Vigilante Deku, I don't think he's necessarily worth getting to 100. He's okay. Like in the current best Genus Climax battle, he's okay, but I don't know. He's just not. You have better characters than him. When they come out with a better Vigilante Deku, I will be so hyped for that. You have Compressed to level 90. I would focus on getting him to level 100. He is really good in like every form of content. He can carry you through Club Festival. He can carry you through VE Tower. He can carry you through USJ. He can carry you through Ultra Arena. He is just really good. He is like a god tier general pool unit. The rest of these characters, I mean, they're not really too much worth focusing on. Fantasy Aizawa is Fantasy Aizawa. He is decent in the current Climax battle as well. I wouldn't say necessary though. Gentle Criminal, you only have him level 90, so you definitely slacked off, or you haven't been playing for as long as his Climax battle's been out, at least on this account. So you need to get him to level 120 as soon as you can. You got the new general pool Bakugo, who is really good, carried you through the last Club Festival if you participated in the last Club Festival, and he is only level 85. I assume you probably didn't have as many stars and resources as you would like to devote to this particular character. I'm assuming this is a free-to-play account, which makes sense. So I would obviously focus on my limited characters first that are better, like Celebration Deku, and then eventually I would work on this Bakugo, because I do think personally he is the best general pool Bakugo in game. He's really good. As we go down here, Green Mirio is decent as in sub-slot unit in Ultra Arena. He's really good for that. The Blue Endeavor, you don't even have him awakened. Oh my, that's a crime against everything. That is just a crime. That's a crime against me. That's a hate crime. Blue Endeavor is literally like one of my favorite units in the game right now. He is insanely good. I enjoyed using him on certain days of the Club Festival. He carried me through those high score days. He is insanely good in Ultra Arena. I use him all the time in Ultra Arena to just, he does all my damage. I buff him with Momo, the new Celebration Momo, and then he just goes crazy and he can wipe out a full team on his own. This Endeavor is really insane, so don't sleep on him as a general pool unit. I would say he is one of the better general pool units. Enos is pretty good. I still am waiting to pull him personally, so you got him. Congrats on that. You got the new Aizawa, which is decent. I wouldn't call him broken by any means, but I would say he's decent. He's about on par. He's probably a little bit better than Yellow Aizawa, other than his cooldowns. His cooldowns kind of, I don't like the cooldowns, but the fact that he does defense down on a whole opponent team is insanely good. So when you pair this Aizawa with like this Endeavor or any other glass kind of character that attacks all, you can get some crazy damage in. So this Aizawa is actually really interesting for that defense down on all opponents. It's really good. It's probably his best thing or attribute to his kit. You have your free-to-play characters leveled up. You have a couple of SR pluses. It looks decent overall. You got Midnight at 110. Seiji is up here, which is good. I'm glad you have Seiji. You have Green Dobby up here. Maybe you don't have Red Dobby. Red Dobby I feel like should be up here unless we passed him and I missed him. You got Ren Endeavor up here, who is good. Blue Dobby is not that great. Green Dobby is not that great. You know, this All Might is really good. You have him leveled up. Shinso's leveled up. Let's see. Who else? Red Araka is decent. And we're looking at... Okay, the rest of these look okay where they're at. Who else do we have that we should be looking at? No, you've actually, you got pretty good priority overall on who you have leveled. Purple Endeavor. Purple Endeavor should definitely be leveled as an SR character a little bit higher. And you got Red Dobby down here, who should also be leveled a little bit higher. If you ever get free pieces for those characters, level them up. Purple Hawks is another character with insanely good cooldowns. One of the best cooldowns for an SR character. I would recommend leveling him up as well. He is worth, those are 3 SR characters that are worth at least getting to like level 80. You don't want them to be too high because then they do too much damage, especially in VE Tower. But I'm saying that when we haven't had a VE Tower in a minute, hopefully we get new VE Tower or new content. My hope and my prayer and my fingers crossed, like here is my prediction, guys, okay? In the upcoming year, after we make it to through December, we're going to get into the global 1-year anniversary. I don't think they'll necessarily introduce new content for the global did I say 1-year anniversary? 2-year anniversary, sorry. For the global 2-year anniversary. But I do think maybe they'll bring back more VE towers. And then coming up on the JP 3-year anniversary, which is a few months later because global is in February. Then for the JP 3-year anniversary, I'm hoping by that point we will start to see some new endgame content in the game. That's my goal. So eventually we'll get to see uses for a lot of these characters that right now, like SR characters, we don't get to see as many uses for. We don't get to see uses for all of our, you know, UR characters. I would like to see content that requires specific characters, like use this specific team to clear this or stuff like that. That would be cool. Kind of like how Dokkan has Infinite Dragon Ball history and it says like clear this with 6 characters of this category or clear this with 6 characters of this, you know, that would be cool for My Hero Ultra Impact. And I think that would bring a lot of life back to the game and really just make it so much fun. So eventually, hopefully we'll see something like that where we'll get to use all of our characters and stuff like that. As for your memories, you have the free-to-play memories leveled up. You have this memory fully DX. That's interesting. You have 3 Musketeers almost fully DX. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here without a single copy. You have the new memory and 2 extra copies. That's interesting. So I guess you must have pulled a little bit on the Aizawa banner. Wait, is this the Aizawa one or is this the one before? I have to think. This was the one before. This is not the Aizawa one, right? Yeah, brain, maybe. Oh man, there's so many banners, so many memories. They all start to blend together, guys. Off the top of my head, this is literally like I'm not looking at anything else, just memory's sake. Okay, continuing on past that little brain fart there. Your memories look pretty decent. You don't have very many DX memories, so I'm definitely going with a free-to-play account. You have Splash, which is amazing. This memory is really good for VE Tower. There's the new UR memory. I was thinking, yeah, so that one up above was from the previous banner with Bakugo, I think. Yeah. Wait. Bakugo? Was it? Yeah. Wait, what? Brain. Yes. Bakugo. We're going with Bakugo. Okay. Man, I am having brain farts today, guys, but yeah. You didn't have very many UR memories. Looks like your SR memories are looking phenomenal, though, in terms of how far you got them progressed and DX'd. Now, you are missing quite a few SR memories, so definitely a somewhat relatively newer account, I would call it. Here's the problem, though. And you should know this is going to trigger me by now. Anyone who's ever watched these videos, lock your dang SR memories. Sorry, I should have put a disclaimer saying that I was going to scream right there, but I didn't. So I'm kind of sorry, but not sorry. Maybe you guys will get it through your heads to lock your SR memories so you don't accidentally delete them. I say this for you guys because I really, it would suck to invest all this time in your SR memories, right? They're fully DX, they're finished. And then you delete one because you sell it or something like that. That would be tragic, right? So lock your SR memories. It just makes things a lot simpler. Then you can turn filter on, auto select, and you can auto select any SR memories that aren't locked and sell them easily without having to go in and pick each SR and rare memory that you want to sell when you want to sell them. So that's the advantage of locking your memories. Next up, we have Rassie. They have a 5,646,769 battle power, and they are level 102, which is a pretty good level right about now. I think right now I'm level 110 off the top of my head, so that's pretty good. So they might not have been playing since day one, but they've been playing for a decent amount. That is a crap ton of stamina, by the way, for anyone that doesn't know, to be able to get to level 102. So they have definitely played a decent amount. So let's go ahead and take a look at their profile, their characters, their memories, and see how their account is looking. So they have a UR plus purple Bakugo right off the back. This is maybe someone who favored purple Bakugo over blue Bakugo. It used to be a big debate. Who's better, purple or blue? Well, now it doesn't matter because red Bakugo's out for general pool Bakugos, and he just wipes the floor with all of them. But purple Bakugo is still fairly decent to this day. I would say overall, having him level 130 is fine as long as you didn't actually go out of your way to spend stars and buy pieces for him. Hopefully you got those pieces, copies for free and stuff like that. You have a level 130 Fantasy Ida. I'm guessing you're missing the last copy for the DX to fully UR plus him. He is really good, so that's a dub. You have a 130 Green Present Mike. Green Present Mike is good. I don't know if he's worth having level 130 personally, but I mean, you do you. I'm guessing you probably bought pieces for him, but maybe somehow you got extra pieces for free. I don't know, but I feel like you had to buy pieces to be able to get this particular character to level 130. UR plus. Celebration Deku is level 110. Fantasy Bakugo 110. Fantasy Todoroki 110. All very good characters. They should be at the top. Then you have the general pool Green Todoroki, who is still like he is probably the unit that has aged the best in the game. He's been out since like day one on global, and he is still, I would say, very viable, even more viable than Yellow Aizawa is. And Yellow Aizawa was like the GOAT back in the day. I would say Green Todoroki is really good to have leveled up, and I like that he's up here. Additionally, you have Best Genius 110. I assume hopefully you're working on the Best Genius Climax battle right now to try to get him to level 130. You should be working on your All for One to get him to 130 when he returns. I'm guessing you probably did not get him the first time, or you missed some days when you were farming or stuff like that, because you could have All for One 130 at this point if you've been playing since his Climax battle originally came out. You have these characters all level 100, which means you just didn't pull extra copies, but you do have pretty good characters here with the Sue, with the Fantasy Kirishima. You have Gentle Criminal, who also needs to be leveled up. You have the new Bakugo. Congrats on that. He's only level 90 though. This is a character for a general pool character. I do recommend to get to level 100. He is pretty good as a general pool character. I really like him. I like him better than I like Aizawa right now. I like Aizawa, but I still think this Bakugo is still insanely good. Fantasy Uraraka is really good as well. You should get her to level 100. She is an amazing support, amazing crit support, really good. The rest of these characters, they can kind of stay where they're at, level 90. I don't think there's any real reason to invest in them too much out of all these characters you have. Redestro, he would be a good one to get to level 100 whenever you can. Maybe if you have the ability, stick him in dispatches. That way you can get pieces for him and hopefully get him to level 100 sooner rather than later, because he is literally the best tank in the game. And I think once we start to see more level 130 Redestros when his Climax battle returns, it'll be interesting to see how good he can be in Ultra Arena and other content. World Heroes Missions Deku is level 85. He is a character I would now recommend investing in. Before he got his buffs this past year, I would never have recommended to invest in him. Now that he has his buffs, I do recommend investing in him. He is actually really good currently in the current Best Genius Climax battle, so he is worth investing in. Midnight is another character that has insane utility. I would personally invest in her at least up to like level 90, level 95. I think she's really good. I think mine's level like 110, 105, something like that. Blue Endeavor, how do you have so many level 1 URs? Maybe you just don't have the level up bars, but you should have the level up bars. Like I have a plethora of level up bars. Like I have like 5,000 big bars, like 30,000 medium bars, and like a ridiculous amount of level up bars, right? That I just never get to use, and I have every character pretty much leveled up, so you should definitely be able to level up these level 1 URs. So I'm going to attribute that to laziness unless you really truly just don't have the level up bars, but I find that hard to believe because they give those things out like candy. So yeah, you should definitely have this particular Endeavor leveled up. He is insanely good. The rest of these characters are okay. They're more older units, but that Endeavor, that is a crime. That is an absolute crime. Level him up. You have a bunch of the SR free-to-play characters leveled up. It looks like you've been working pretty decently on these, so I'm not gonna grill you too much over them. Let's look. You got Purple Endeavor up here near the top. That's good. I try to recommend that people level him up. You got All Might towards the top, Purple Mineta towards the top, Red Dobby towards the top. So looking good so far overall on your characters that are up here. Red Endeavor's up there decently. I'm only going to complain if you have like really good characters at the bottom. I don't see any really good characters so far, that except for Seiji. Seiji should probably be leveled up a little bit more. Give him the health he needs to be able to survive to do a status element counter, because Seiji is insanely good. He can actually even be used right now in the best Genus Climax battle if you have him leveled up enough, and he's really insane. So yeah, Seiji's really good. Any of these other characters, a bunch of level 1s that you could probably be working on. It looks like you could probably be working on their boards as well to get some free hero gems, so I recommend doing that at some point when you're able. Green Jiro is worth leveling up. She is actually really good. I would work on her. Midnight is a free-to-play character you should be leveling up as well. Yeah. Other than that, a lot of these SR characters aren't a priority. I would say focus on your UR characters first, obviously, because you have a lot of level 1 UR characters. Rare characters don't matter unless you just want to have fun, so don't ever worry about rare characters, guys. And then for your UR memories, you actually have quite a few DX UR memories, and considering the fact that you haven't been working on your characters, I'm wondering how you're able to work on your memories so much. Granted, a lot of these are free to play memories, so it kind of makes sense in that aspect. You got some pretty good memories though. You got the I gotta rewind it a little bit so you can see. You got the Snatch, 10 million points or 10,000 points. What? I don't even remember. 10,000, 10 million, whatever. Same thing. You got the Snatch memory. Really good. And you have Fantasy Meadow I saw above as well. Fantasy Meadow is pretty good. So those two memories are really decent. And this memory is pretty decent as well when it comes to a defensive memory. I think there is potentially better defensive memories, but that one's still pretty decent overall. And looking below, let's see what else you have. You have 3 Musketeers, 2 copies of it. Kind of jealous of that still. Friendly Reinforcements, you're keeping 2 separate copies, which is fine. You have an Adventure Awaits here. You have Splash, which is good. Overall, pretty good memories. Anytime I like point out these memories, guys, if you have them, invest in them, because I'm pointing out the best memories, I would say, or what I think are the best memories in the game. This memory right here, having multiple copies of it is really good, and I understand having a level 2 version of this particular memory. That way it doesn't make your characters too strong in a way, but that could also just be laziness. I'm not sure which it is at that point, but sometimes it is strategic, guys, to not level your memories up for the purpose of not having your character be too powerful and things like VE towers. So hard to say what they're doing here, but I'm going to assume it's just a case of laziness, or not having, not even laziness actually. I take that back on this one. This is not laziness. This is not having memory tonics. So they give out the bars for leveling up characters like candy, but the memory tonics are actually hard to come by, and it can take a while to level up all your memories that you want to level up. It looks like you could be working on DXing some of your memories, like Miraculous Coordination. For now, I would focus on DXing that, getting that leveled up. Yes, it's good to have 2 copies of it if you're able to have 2 fully DX copies, but from looking at your account, you're not going to have that done anytime soon. So at least have 1 fully DX copy, because this memory is insanely good, especially when it comes to VE Tower. Whenever new VE Towers come out, once again, bunch of level 1 memories. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That makes me cringe a little bit, how many level 1 memories you have. You have more copies of this memory right here. You could at least have 1 copy, like with 2 more copies into it, so you should be working on DXing your memories. And once again, I will warn you this time, yelling incoming, lock your SR memories! For the love of everything, guys, please lock your SR memories. And you just have a bunch that you need to work on cleaning up your box a little bit. That is my advice for you, Rassie. Work on cleaning up your box, DXing your memories, leveling up your characters, leveling up your memories. Try to just make it look a little bit nicer, and lock your memories overall. But you do have some pretty good stuff here. And I would guess you're probably not a day 1 player. That would be my guess. You are probably... I could be completely wrong on this, by the way, guys. You're probably started playing well, based on your memories and your characters, sometime in the past year. That'd be my guess. Sometime in the past year you started playing, but I could be wrong, but I'm assuming you got most of your fantasy stuff off of rerun banners. So that is my guess. If you happen to watch this, let us know in the comments if I was right or wrong. Next up, we have Fort Misery, who is level 111. Oh, this ought to be good. 6,882,831 total battle power. Let's get into it. I can't wait to see what Fort Misery has in their character box and what they have in their memory box. And once again, I think maybe we'll add in Trust here in the future because that'd be interesting to see as well. Level 130, Celebration Deku and Celebration Araka. Okay, there we go. We're looking good. Level 130 UR plus Momo Yayorozu. Oh my, this account. This looks almost better than my box. Like you have one, like, so I have good characters. I'm happy with the characters I have. I'm happy that I have a copy of basically every character in the game, but I don't have all level 130s because it just requires an insane amount of star investment, right? So you have done a very, 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 very good job investing in Impact Fest units that are very good. And so I like this whole top row right here. It looks great. And then you have the free to play All Might, just the icing on the cake, the free to play All Might level 130 UR plus. Congrats. You're one of the first people I've seen to have actually taken the time to level up this free to play character. Granted, he is not the best. He's definitely not. Getting this All Might to level 130 UR plus is like getting any other character to level 100. It makes him kind of viable, but yeah, I love seeing that though. That's really cool. You have Gentle Criminal up to 130, not quite UR plus yet, but you will probably get him there soon. You might just be waiting on a few pieces maybe to be able to roll for a skill, or maybe you're waiting on the last DX piece. Hard to say what you're waiting for there. You have a UR plus level 120 Red Shigaraki. I'm hoping that's just because you got extra pieces because he is kind of booty cheeks, but yeah, Fantasy Bakugo, Fantasy Araka, their reruns are out right now. I'm wondering if you're going to go for the level 130 on them. But personally, I don't recommend it just because Tokoyami's probably coming next and he's going to be sick. But he is a general pool unit, so, you know, do what you want. It's up to you guys. Red Todoroki, green Todoroki up here. They're both decent units. You have Froppy right here at level 110. You have the Kaminari. So a lot of the Impact Fest units, I'm actually happy to see that you have so many of them. You have Aizawa. You have Deku. Really, really nice. You have a lot of the Bakugos here. I wonder if you got the new red Bakugo. I'm not seeing him up here yet. We got the Ocean Sun Araka, Fantasy Ida, Fantasy Todoroki, World Heroes Missions Todoroki. Looking good overall. All of these are level 100 at least. I haven't seen any Impact Fest characters or limited characters below level 100 yet. That should be higher, so that's good. You got your Redestro to level 100, so you actually farmed that out like you were supposed to when his climax battle was out. Best Genius, on the other hand, should be a little bit higher right now, so you might have slacked a little bit on your Best Genius climax battle, but his rerun is out right now, so you have your chance to work on him, which is cool. As we go down a little bit further, let's see what else we got. Midnight at level 90, that's fine. All these characters at particularly level 90 are okay. They're not super, super crazy. I would say you have done a very good job investing in the better units first and leaving the other units that aren't so great to not be invested in. And Inasa is one of the general pool units I might say might be worth investing in a little bit more, but it really just depends on the content, right? But Inasa is actually really, I would say, a decent UR. He has decent cooldowns. He's pretty good, and he has attack ults. He fits into the meta right now. So he might be worth getting to 100, but I feel like you have better characters above still even than Inasa, so it's not really necessary for you on your account. But if you want to know like which character you should be leveling up next, probably him. Looking below at the SRs, oh, it's beautiful so far. All these SR pluses level 120, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty nice. I'm liking it. I'm pretty sure you could have gotten this Shigaraki to 120. I'm pretty sure you couldn't get Night Eye to level 120 yet. You couldn't get this All Might to 120 yet, but you should have been able to get that Shigaraki to 120. I'm pretty sure if memory serves correctly. And also same thing with twice, so you might have slacked a little bit there. I could be wrong though. This is all from memory, guys. So looking at the rest of these, let's see your character investment. It looks like you don't have too many SRs actually up to level 90. They're all like level 80 or so ish, which is fine. You don't necessarily want them to be too strong. You have Seiji up here at least. That's good. He is like the god tier SR unit, the best SR unit in the game. So as long as he's up towards the top, I'm relatively happy. All Might could be a little bit higher. I still think that All Might is insanely good. Green and blue Dobby are butt cheeks, but if you had red All Might, he should be higher, but I'm not, or not, did I say All Might? Dobby. green and blue Dobby are butt cheeks, but if you had red Dobby, he should be a little bit higher. Oh my gosh, my mind is slipping, guys. Purple Endeavor should be higher, a little bit higher at least. Red Dobby, there he is. He's so far low. Oh my gosh, raise your red Dobby up. He needs to go up. Level him up. He's really, really good. He's worth investing in, I would argue, especially when new VE towers come out or new difficulties of VE towers. You'll be very happy that you leveled him up. Looking at your UR character or characters, gosh dang, man, it's been a long video. Looking at your UR memories, you have this one fully DX, probably just because you pulled extra copies. I actually pulled this one today on a daily, and I was hoping I was getting another copy of Aizawa, but yeah, I'll take an extra copy of that memory. I think that fully DX that memory for me as well. So having that memory DX is decent, gives power and crit rate, which is decent. 2 copies of this free-to-play memory fully DX, 2 copies of the speed memory fully DX, which is really good. I'm actually working on my second copy right now of this memory, but I do have the badminton tournament with so I have 1 copy DX'd of this, but I also have badminton tournament fully DX, so I'm okay right now. But having a like another one of these, so a third 50% speed memory would be really, really nice. So the fact that you have 2 is really good for you. Friendly reinforcements, 2 of them DX. You have your free-to-play memories DX, this defensive memory DX, so it's looking pretty good. Fantasy Meadow DX, overall decent memories that you have DX'd. I don't know if I see any below. Miraculous Coordination should be, you're using it even, DX'd as soon as you can. I do recommend putting your limit break tickets into that particular memory. I think it is really, really good, but it's gonna be more useful in VE tower, but obviously no VE towers right now, so take that with a grain of salt. Looking at the rest of these, I don't know if there's any particular memory I would invest in right now to get up a level. Now your URs actually look pretty good when it comes to your UR memories. And then we're looking at the SR memories again. You guys just like triggering me, I swear. How many of you have submitted these videos of your accounts with your memories and you watched the previous videos? You've watched me yell at every single person who does not lock their SR memories and say, lock your SR memories. Come on, Fort Misery. Lock your SR memories. Other than that, they look decent. They look all right, but oh man, lock your SR memories. You have a couple of rare memories down here. I don't even know if you're using them at this point, but if you want to keep them, lock them. And once again, there is a benefit to locking your memories other than just not selling them, because you lock them up, you can turn the filter on for auto selecting memories when you go to sell them, and you can auto select SR, rare, and normal memories and just sell them without ever having to go in and click them all individually to sell them, which is really, really nice. So lock your SR memories, please, for the love of everything, guys. Next up, we have Crimson, who is in the top club, I would argue, in My Hero Ultra Impact. Kazaku, I'm probably saying that wrong. I apologize to anybody in that club if I am saying that wrong, but this club has absolutely dominated Club Festival every single time. It's really hard to compete with them, but you know, props to you guys. You have really good communication between your club and you're doing a really good job. And you know, my club is going to strive to hopefully one day beat your guys' club. But Crimson, level 109, 7,649,000 battle power, 385. So only level 18 trust. Oh my god, you're slacking a little bit on your trust. I'm gonna call you out on that just because I feel like I'm not gonna be able to on the rest of your account. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at your characters and memories. So starting off with your characters, you have a level 130 UR plus free to play All Might, which is beautiful. You have a 130 Gentle Criminal, but he's not UR plus. You slacked a little bit because he should be level 130 by now. You have a level 120 Ida, level 120 Jiro, pretty decent actual general pool units to have up to that level. Hopefully you didn't purposely get them there, but you just got their stuff for free over time or something like that, and you're able to get them to 120, which is acceptable. Same thing with Blue Bakugo. You have Ocean Sun Uraraka at level 110, who I would still argue is a really, really good support. Her biggest, problem is her cooldowns, but even then she does action skill cooldown time, so she's decent overall. I like her. World Heroes Missions Todoroki at 110. Let's see the rest. You have, oh my gosh, you scroll so fast. Let's go back a little bit. Fantasy Jiro here at 110, which is good. Mount Lady 180 at 110. So you have a bunch of characters at 110. I'm guessing you just got extra copies of them, which is good. World Heroes Missions Deku being up here, I really like World Heroes Missions Deku. This Deku, I really don't like that much. I wanted him to be better, but he's just not all that great. I love that Mommy Mirko is up here at level 110. We have Celebration Uraraka and Fantasy Uraraka at 100, Fantasy Kirishima and the Summer Najire at 100, meaning you only got one copy. You're probably very much like me, where you as long as you get a copy, you're happy, you know, and you're not that worried about getting the DX copies. That's kind of where I'm at, because if I were able to sit and summon till I got all my characters to 130, it's like it could be as much as like $2,000 a banner. That's how ridiculous this game is, guys. To get a fully DX'd finished character, it can get ridiculous. So just to put that in perspective, whereas if you are summoning for just one copy, it could be as much as like, I don't know, I would say anywhere between $200 and $500 to get one character. Sometimes it's no money, but that's pretty rare unless you're a free-to-play player who has saved up a bunch and you only summon on Impact Fest banners, which is, if you're free-to-play, that's what I highly recommend to do. Only summon on Impact Fest banners, and try to avoid the reruns, because the reruns can kind of trip you up. But unless you just want those rerun characters, you know, that's up to you. Looking at the rest of these, let's see. You have Najire, you have Aizawa, who's good. You have the new Bakugo, level 95. Let's go. Looks good. Looks good. And Celebration Deku's down here at level 90. You should be working on him next. Probably World Heroes Mission, or World Heroes Missions Deku and Rhodey is okay. I wouldn't recommend actually getting him above level 90 though. He's okay. The New Year's Todoroki, this guy is actually, is this New Year's Todoroki? No, this is Yukata Todoroki? This is New Year's. This one's New Year's. I forget this one's name, but Green Todoroki is actually really, really good. A lot of people slept on him. I think he is insanely good. I would recommend actually investing in him to get him up to level 100. I really like that character. I don't get to use him as much as I'd like, but he's actually better than people give him credit for, or than people realize that he was at first. Midnight is kind of a decent character. Maybe invest in her, but I'm still okay with your investment overall. I think you got the right characters invested in. Inasa is another one of those characters. Maybe if you want to get to level 100, you could. Looking at all your SR characters, pretty good on SR pluses. I noticed that Ida is not SR plus. Gonna call you out on that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so that Shigaraki is in fact should be level 120 SR plus, so you should have him leveled up to 120. You have this All Might to 110, which is beautiful. This shows me that you definitely participate in VE Tower. If you have this All Might leveled up, it's kind of a good sign that you are a top ranker in VE Tower, or you try to be up in the, you know, top ranks of VE Tower. And you have that Dobby leveled up, so Purple Endeavor leveled up. Yeah, you know what's up. You definitely know what's up. You know what is good in VE Tower. You got your Yayorozu up here. You got Red Endeavor up there. Man, you're going so fast. Trying to call everything as I see it. You got the Blue Stew there. Overall, pretty good investment. I don't see anything down here that I would necessarily want higher. Actually, yeah, really good on your SR and rare characters. So overall, good character investment. Good character investment overall. Now for your memories. Holy crap. Scroll a little bit slower next time you submit your your showcase. Jeez. Okay, looking at this stuff, Miraculous Coordination being leveled up, Adventure Awaits being leveled up, Snatch being leveled up, all really good memories. This one, because it gives you plus Ultra Gauge raise if you have a DX'd. This one, because it gives you extra action skill cooldown time. And this one, because it makes it a technical plus Ultra crit memory when you have it leveled up. So all these give you extra benefits when you have them fully DX'd. So these memories are actually really good to have fully DX'd. And I always try to recommend to people to DX these memories. So that looks good. You have Friendly Reinforcements almost DX'd. You probably want that DX'd when you get a chance. It's still a decent memory to this day. You have 3 copies of this memory. I'm guessing you probably don't focus too much on Ultra Arena. Otherwise, you would have one of these memories DX'd or trying to get it DX'd. I don't see too many speed memories that shout to me, hey, I play Ultra Arena. So I'm guessing you focus more on the PvE aspect of the game. Let me know if I'm right or wrong down in the comments. A couple of these memories you're keeping separate, which is fine. And yeah, honestly, not as many UR memories as I thought I would see here. I don't know if I saw Splash, but you do have Dull Summertime. Dull Summertime is really good. This memory is really good. Looks like you only got 1 copy of each of these memories, but hey, 1 copy is all you need. that's as good as you can ask for, right? Really, really useful. So looks pretty decent. Your SR memories, somebody has finally locked them. Don't make me regret saying that, man. Tell me they're all locked. Tell me they're all locked. Oh my gosh. And you have them all actually fairly well leveled. You don't have them all DX like I would like to see. You could DX a few more of them, but that is what you want to see. So like right here, he has one SR memory that he doesn't have locked. He could either put that into one of the copies above if he needs to DX it, or he could filter, sort, and sell SR and whatever memories without ever having to actually go in and tap that memory, which is really, really nice. And then once again, that was Crimson's profile, and I'm guessing they probably like Mommy Nagant like me, but who knows? Let me know in the comments. Next up, we have Dub Noir. They are level 89. They have 6,164,752 battle power. That's really good for a level 89 account, actually. Like, that is really, really good for the level that your account is at. So I'm assuming you've been working on it quite a bit, which is nice. I noticed you're using a mouse, so you have this hooked up to your computer. Either that or maybe you're on BlueStacks, but it's kind of hard to run this on like the computer. So most people like myself, in case you ever wondered how I do these videos, like on my for my account, I hook up my computer and I use Better Scrappy. That's SCRCPY, and that is an app that lets you like broadcast your Android device to the computer. Now if you have an iPhone, it won't work. So yeah, it's just a little bit easier when you're doing filming and stuff like that, for anyone that doesn't know, to use an Android. All right, so next we have Dub Noir again, and going back on topic here because I got off topic there for a second. Looking at your characters, really good investment, and these fantasy characters, your celebration characters, the fact that all these are up here near the top, you have good general pool units up here near the top, except for, I'm gonna call you out on this Yaoyorozu, who's kind of booty cheeks, but and this Tokoyami, who's not that great, but we're getting a new Tokoyami who's hopefully supposed to be good, so that'd be really, really sick. Assuming, I mean, they did retract the data, but assuming everything stays in order, we'll probably get a new Tokoyami next. And looking at the rest of these for units, Celebration or Raka, like, as long as your Celebration fantasy characters are level 100, I won't kick you for it because you probably only got one copy, and one copy is good enough. Now, I will call you out on the Climax battle characters. You should be getting these leveled up as soon as you can. If you can at least farm S difficulty to get their pieces and stuff like that, so make sure you're working on them. You have that Najire, who is really, really good. You know, Summer Najire is insanely good, but you'll probably have to, unfortunately, wait till next year to get her again. The Blue Endeavor, you have level 90. Finally, someone who kind of leveled up this Endeavor. This Endeavor is insanely good, and you have him in use. So I would recommend getting him to level 100 ASAP. He is really, really good. You have Redestro to level 90. Congrats on beating the Redestro Climax battle. A lot of people weren't even able to do that. Get him to level 100 when his rerun comes back out. Potentially level 130 if you can, because he's really good. World Heroes Missions Deku, it doesn't even look like you have him awakened. I do recommend awakening him and working on him. He is actually a lot better now since he got his buffs. Lady Nagant is decent and worth working on. Momo absolutely should be level 100. This Bakugo should be level 100. So you got a lot of really good characters down here that are relatively newer characters, but you should get them leveled up as soon as you can because they're actually really, really good characters and characters that you should be focusing on. The rest of these aren't super crazy. That new Shigaraki's new, but he's not that great. Looking at the rest of these, I don't know why. By the way, I just had a remembrance, like Toga came out. I forgot Toga existed, the new yellow Toga, probably because she was so booty cheeks, but yeah, before or way earlier in this video when I was trying to remember like what characters came out in what order, it was Toga and then this Aizawa, and I don't know why I couldn't remember that, but my brain's working now. Anyways, got off track there. Looking at the rest of these, oh, you have World Heroes Missions Bakugo. I'm so jealous. I still, okay, two characters I need, Inasa and this limited World Heroes Missions Bakugo, who I was just not lucky enough to get. But hey, I could have a level 130 World Heroes Missions Deku. Yay. I mean, he is the best of the three now, but like it's still pretty sad to me. Green Present Mike is decent. You might want to invest in him a little bit, but those other characters come before him. Yeah, you can leave Overhaul here. He's not that great. I mean, some of these characters, it looks like you don't have every single character awakens. You might want to just awaken them for the point of getting hero gems, but that's up to you. You got quite a few of your SRs invested in pretty good. Some of them are not SR plus when they should be. You have a SR plus All Might. That All Might's really good, actually. You have Red Dobby up here. You have Seiji up here. So I'm guessing you're a PvE player. Probably play more VE Tower when and if you can. You have the VE Tower characters leveled up, and I'm pointing those out on other people's accounts, so I'm not going to point them out again, guys. At this point, hopefully you know as we scroll through. I don't want to just repeat myself over and over again. If there's any characters below down here, I will tell you what you need to level up, but Night Eye should be probably worked on just because he's free to play. But the rest of these, honestly, character investment looks pretty good, and I'm interested to see what you have for your memory investment. I'm hoping your memory investment is just as good as your character investment. All right, so here is Dove's memories. They have 2 copies of this free-to-play memory, 2 copies of this free-to-play memory. I feel like you could have probably gone for some of the other free-to-play memories in place of having 2 copies fully dexed of these. But of course, you didn't know what memories were going to come out eventually for free, so maybe at the time you needed 2 of these for some reason, but you really don't. I don't know, but yeah, you got Snatch fully DX, you got Friendly Reinforcements fully DX, looks good. Defensive Memory, Fantasy Meadow, this one fully DX. You got really good memories fully DX'd. You don't have Adventure Waits fully done yet. Hopefully you're working on that though. Worth putting a UR limit break ticket into. This memory is worth investing in once again because it's speed. I'll just let you know if I see anything down here that Miraculous Coordination should be worked on. Okay, that should be worked on. And looking at the rest of these, is there anything in particular I would work on? Not really. For your UR memories, they look pretty decent. I mean, Dull Summertime is always one you can work on. I don't think it's a priority though, but it is one that might be worth working on, I think. Looking at the rest of your SR memories, hey, they're locked again. Okay, we just saved the best for last, I guess, when it comes to SR memories, guys, because these people know what they're doing. They're locking their memories. It's beautiful. And a lot of them are level 1. But that's okay, you know, I understand memory tonics can be hard to come by, so I'll cut you some slack on those. I saw an unlocked one. Hopefully you aren't meaning to keep that one, but just pointing that out. Overall, pretty good unlocking your memories and a fairly decent account considering your level. I believe you're only level 89. Let's just actually take a peek. Yeah, you're only level 89. Dove Noir, that is a really solid account. Like, I am impressed. And last but not least for this video, I know I didn't get through every single person, but I got through as many as I could before my voice started dying. I got other videos to record and stuff like that, guys. I apologize. I can't just sit here and do like a 2-hour long video for all the account reviews, but you might have to resubmit at some point, but I'm trying to get through as many as I can, when I can. All right, so we have Casey Boogie as the last person for this video. They are level 98. They are in my club as well. Dove Noir was in my club as well in the last account we looked at. They have a total character BP of 6,717,152, and they have a level 20 trust on Tokoyami. So this person, I'd assume, is just as hyped about Tokoyami as I am. So I'm excited to see what their account looks like. Okay. Green Todoroki being level 120, Najire 128. These are OGs, really good characters. Totally fair to have them up here. Same with the Bakugos. OG Bakugos used to be really, really good. So I'm guessing probably just based on looking at this, day 1 player or relatively close. I could be wrong. You are only level 98, which means I'm guessing you probably don't log in every single day, or you are free to play and you maybe don't buy stamina packs and stuff like that, because I feel like you do have to buy stamina packs to be at like level 110, level 111, so on and so forth, just those higher levels in general, because essentially how you level up is just based on how much stamina you've spent over time. So yeah, that'd be my guess. Celebration Ochako being up here is good. Fantasy Ida being up here. All your fantasy characters being up here. I'll just once again kind of let you know if anything is lower that should be higher as we look through these. But overall, it's looking okay. Once again, if I see level 100s of limited characters, just means you didn't pull an extra copy. If you did pull an extra copy and they're not leveled up, then shame on you. Bakugo should be level 100. Yayorozu should be level 100. Najire should be level 100. Oh my gosh, these characters should 100% be level 100 as soon as possible. Drop everything else you're working on. Focus on Yayorozu and Najire for sure. They are carry characters, really, 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 really good. This Deku is once again worth investing in nowadays. You got Climax Battle, Redestro, that's good. And looking at the rest of these, you have decent UR characters, but not as many as I thought you would have. So Yeah, looks like maybe you've gotten shafted on a few banners here and there. Hard to say though. Let me know if I'm right about the shaft though. I'm guessing. That's my guess. SR characters, looking at it, we have quite a few of the free-to-play ones UR plus, but some of them not UR plus that should be. So you need to make sure you're working on your free-to-play characters when you can. Like Shigaraki here should be 120 UR plus, for example. Let's see if any of these other characters should be higher or lower. Is there anything that's really low that should be higher? All Might should be higher. Invest in him if you're ever going to try to score high in VE Tower. The Sue should be higher. She's pretty good. Jiro should be higher. She's pretty good. Purple Endeavor should definitely be leveled up. Red Dobby should definitely be leveled up. Like 100%. They're really, really good. Seiji should definitely be leveled up. Okay, you need to work on your SR character investment. Your SR character investment is not. It's unfortunately it's probably the worst in this video. You need to work on that. When it comes to your memories, looking at these, you got a lot of DX memories. Once again, you have Splash fully DX'd. I hope you have extra copies of Splash because that is one that is actually worth keeping separate, in my opinion. But we'll see below if you have. That's all I really care about at this point. I want to know if you have another Splash. You better have another Splash down here. I'm going to be upset. I'm actually going to be a little bit triggered. Oh, you don't have another Splash. I hope. Okay, then in that case, I hope those were all UR Limit Breaker tickets that you put into that Splash. Otherwise, I'm triggered because you put copies into your Splash when you should have kept it separate. But yeah. Okay, SR memories are not locked either. Oh man, Casey, lock your SR memories, man. You're supposed to be showcasing your account. You're making the club look bad. Not really, but go lock your SR memories, please. Please go lock your SR memories for the love of everything that's holy. You got quite a few rare memories as well. You got your rare memories locked, but not your SR. You're just doing this to trigger me, man. I swear you did this you're doing it on purpose. Oh my goodness. And you have all these level 70 and leveled up, so you're collecting them at least. Lock these memories too. I can't believe you locked the rare memories and not the SR memories though. Like, actually, you're just trying to trigger me. Shame on you. Oh my goodness. Anyways, guys, that is the video. We are going to end it there. Hopefully, if your account got reviewed, you'll let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of the review. Maybe you want your account reviewed in the future. Look at the description below. Check out my Discord if you're not already in it, and you guys can find the account review submissions channel. There is a pinned link there to a Google Drive folder, and you just screen record your account, post your video there, and eventually I'll take a look at your account and let you know what I think of it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and peace.